Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the Strategist, and today we're going to do another live attempt on the Swamp of Love within the Go League. We are currently ranked 400 at 19,200, and we did optimize our strategy slightly, but we're going to go for a top 100 game this round. Hopefully we do get it. There are a few things that I definitely wanted to improve on, and I found out a slightly better strategy here, but the most important thing is, of course, the opener. Now, for those of you that don't know, this right behind the mountain, there is a rune here that gives you resources if you have cleared the fog. Otherwise, it will give you an explorer. There is also another one down here, which gives you a, I think it's here. It also gives you resources or population boost. Now, in terms of the actual opener here, I want to make sure that I clear the fog and that I go for the both of them. So what I'm thinking is the first move here, because if I move him here, I'll explore these, and then I can move the other one. If I move him there, I can only move that there. If I move him there, I feel like I have to go. I'm gonna go here first. And then I'm gonna move you over there. I'm gonna move you down here. And now next turn I can move you here. I can move you here. And the question now is, I can go for, well, let's get the resources first, actually. So this should now give me 20 stars, right? 10 plus 10, perfect. The question now is, how do I play this from here? So in this position, I could either do an explorer. If I go for the explorer, depends, I'd probably go for fishing, climbing, then an explorer. Alternatively, I just go with a workshop and I keep sending this here, and then why would I do that? So I could go for, okay, I'm gonna try out this. So I'm gonna go for organization. I'm also gonna go meditation as well. We're gonna do one explorer here to see what we get. So you're gonna go north. So we discover Imperius here. We discover that other lighthouse. Okay. So it wasn't the best explorer. I was kind of hoping that it would go more towards this side. But that's okay. I think what I'd have to do now, because now I can go for that Altar of Peace, so I can start attacking on turn 8, right? I only discovered this. There is going to be a couple of turns until I get my embassy, so I think I'm going to go for philosophy here. Is there anything else that I'd want to go for? Diplomacy, I can't get it this turn anyway. Leveling up doesn't give me much. I can't really. Okay, so we're just going to go philosophy here just to make the other tech cheaper. We'll move you up here so you can capture this next turn. And now I can start going for diplomacy. We can set that up. So also the question now is, what do I want to go for this rune? So just a quick FYI. This rune should give you either a swordsman or tech, depending on whether or not you have discovered the fog around it. So if you have discovered the fog, this technology or this rune will give you technology. If you have not discovered the fog, it won't give you a technology, it will give you a swordsman. So it's kind of like what you want. But from my previous attempts, I know that Vengir typically kills me here. So what I'm going to do is just try and get some vision. We're going to end the turn. Okay, Vengir still hasn't shown up, but we're going to do this. Okay, there he is. Cool. So at this stage, I can't attack him, but I can go for a peace treaty with him. I'm not going to give him an embassy, and the reason why is because the likelihood of him attacking me is incredibly high. So I'm just not going to do anything. What I will do, however, is offer peace to both Imperius and Hudrik. I don't see a reason why not, and Hudrik is not in a position to attack me unless, of course, this Vengir moves down here and then Hudrik comes and finishes me off, but I'll just have to pray that does not happen. Now, in terms of capturing this village here, I am definitely going to go for a second explorer here because I really want to discover Bardur, Cinci, as well as Illyrian. So I'm not going to go for any tech here. I want the stars to go for that second explorer. And the reason why I'm so eager to get it is because it's turn 6 and I still haven't gotten my embassies live. So I'm really far behind. But also on the discovery. Okay, so there is Bardur, there is Cinci, and Illyrian. Perfect. We got them all. Now, what does this mean? It means that now I can send these embassies and maximize the amount of stars that I get per turn. And it also puts me in positions to send peace treaties later on, should I want that. Now, in terms of capturing, I am most likely going to focus quite heavily on Hudrik as well as Imperius as my first units to capture. So just looking at what would I need, right? Because I don't want to delay it too long. I can start attacking on turn 8, was it? Which means I really want to start attacking on turn 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a second rider here. Let's see what happens. Bardur is probably going to die here? No, okay. Okay, he did attack me, which is a little bit annoying. Bardur is almost dead as well, which is not good. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to bait this guy into trying to kill me here. I'm going to also send another one up here. Vengir is the only one. Okay, so we're going to offer peace to all of these tribes. Hopefully if Bardur lives, he'll also accept. But for some reason, it's actually quite interesting. The bots are harder to get peace with, even if you're attacking someone else. Like it's possible. I don't know if the game got changed or anything like that. It seems harder. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but it definitely seemed a little bit harder. So sticking with my original plan, I can start attacking next turn, but I do want to capture these villages as fast as possible. So I'm probably going to go for a port, and we're going to go for a defender here. Simply because Vengir is going to get very strong, and if I capture this, he might, go in quite heavily with the swordsman. So we're just going to go ahead and build. We also want to level up this guy. Okay. I was actually going to build a port here, but because I'm going to do one here anyway, but I don't think I need to. It's 7 stars. It is quite expensive. Okay, so he killed me there, which is good because now that rune is still open. See, if I would have gone on that rune, he would have killed me, and then he would be able to get the rune next turn, right? But now I can move up here. We're gonna go for a port. This is always happening because I really need to start killing this guy. We're also gonna send one up here, one up here. We're also gonna go with a third rider because he does have a lot of riders here now. But before I do that, I said I wasn't gonna do the port, but it's two. I'm gonna get 5 stars immediately, and I will also get an additional star per turn just by doing that. Now I can't do anything in terms of this unit, so I'm just going to you know what, I'm probably going to go for a second defender here. And what I'm going to do now is I'll pop this for sure, just so I can get the extra stars. What I'm going to do next turn is most likely move into this city as well, if I can. I'll try and defend this unless he kills this swordsman, but I want to get this city now. From my experience, he typically gets defenders, and it's just so hard to capture the city, which truly delays my whole game. Yeah. And I also really want to get farming, right? Markets and mathematics, so I can get a bunch of stars. So I need to think about resource allocation. We're also going to go for hunting, mathematics, and trade here. So we currently have these two, diplomacy and, you know, philosophy for our economy, and, you know, to get the embassies. But I think, you know, in terms of actual, you know, really real economic tech, we're going to go for forestry, which, you know, here it's not so much, but as soon as we get this and this, it's going to be good. We can get this as well, and then this. If you know, if we secure this whole line, we should be pretty good. But yeah, let's end turn here, see what happens. Okay. Okay, so this, so what I want to do now is actually go for a scout, and I'm immediately going to pop this Vengir, and I'm going to move on this. And now I'm going to stay here. I'm going to offer peace to Hoodrick to let him know, like, hey dude, do not kill this guy with your rammer. Hopefully it works. I'm also in a great position here to capture this next turn if he doesn't get a defender and, you know, upgrades that unit. I'm also in a position to capture this village now, so that's great. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We are going to hit you for 5. That's fine. I'm going to hit you for 5. And so right now, he is not able to defend this city. So we're just going to go ahead and place you here. So he only has this rider because his warrior can't cover the full distance, and these bots are not smart enough to start placing roads. So yeah, we're going to go for another defender here. No, we're just going to go for regular warrior. Now that I'm also going to be close to capturing this, I want to start going for hunting / forestry, right? So we're just going to get these two. I also have enough on the ocean here. We have 1, 2, 3 plus this warrior coming in. And I might as well start offering peace to these guys. Hoodrick as well, okay, great. So offer peace to Lyrion. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, Bardur accepted. He's gonna get captured next turn anyway. No, he's not. That's good, so we get the extra stars there. Hoodrick accepted, that's great. And he's now holding off Wenger, which is great for us. And we're not losing any stars. You see, this is great. So we should get technology here. Mining, that's perfect. So what I'm gonna do now is position myself for a rammer, so we can easily just capture him next turn. Actually, no. I'm gonna focus on Imperius first. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna get this guy. And then you can move up here, so we can start moving you there. And then I'm in a peace treaty with him. Next turn, I'll probably break peace, I think. We're gonna go for mathematics. No, we're not. I think next turn we are. Because this turn I can probably go for it. Yeah, but then you are still there. But I have the fish. Okay, it's possible. So what I'm thinking here is just leveling this up to level 3. So we can go for mining. That's 7. 4 plus, that's still 7. That's 4 plus, okay, everything is 7. So we can do this, we can do this. Get the resources. That is 9 now, right? So it increased. And then on this side, I can also put some points into this. I'm just gonna do this and then get the last next turn. So I get this to level 5 so I can, yeah. So the question now is, I can probably capture Hoodrick next turn if I turn this into a rammer. It just really depends on his Wenger movement. But I feel like if I do break peace, he's gonna position himself to, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna hit him, position him here, and then I'm not gonna break peace this turn. Okay, so Wenger just captured Hoodrick there. We can easily defend this, just do that. I didn't have to, but I will because of the killer. So obviously once I capture this village right here, this unit would have been gone, but then I wouldn't have gotten the kill, right? So what I'm gonna do now is move him up there, position that. We're gonna start popping this guy, get him a little bit low. And I'm just gonna let Hoodrick die here, I think. Because next turn I can send a rammer into this. It's a little bit unfortunate that I can't move on that, because I kind of wanted to, that's 4. I really want to get a cloak here to start getting this guy, or potentially this if Wenger gets it. Okay, I'm always doing this. But I also want resources, guys. This is so tricky. So here's the debate. Do I go for resources, right? So do I start building mathematics and roads? I think I do. I think I actually do, because I don't mind capturing these a little bit later, right? They're gonna still build up the points. They're still gonna, and I still have 8 turns left after this. So I think what I'm gonna do is just throw points into getting technology so I can get trade and then, you know, really exponentially scale from turn 15 and upwards, I would presume. So we're just gonna move you here. You can go down here for now, and then we capture this. So we destroyed Imperius.
We get the extra stars here. We get that one for free. Awesome. And now I can still go for that cloak, but I actually think the cloak is nice here. And the reason why is because that was actually a very fortunate turn of events that I got the extra stars and then this, because I can still go for this next turn, 19 stars. I should be able to hold off one attack. He has 1, 2. He has, look at these guys, you know, it's, I have to, yeah, okay. God damn. Okay, so he got this. So instead of moving on Cincy here, I'm actually going to send a peace treaty to Cincy. These swordsmen are becoming an issue. So what I'm going to do now is I can move you up here. I can move you here. I'll just move you down here. We're going to send another peace treaty to him. And now I'm going to look at, I do need this as well at some point. So before I get markets, like there is no points in going for markets if I don't have these two. That's actually the dependency here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go for an attack on Vengir here. And I think I'm going to go for... Okay, so I have to do this. Because he's probably going to throw all he has on me. Wait, let me see. So I need to attack this. I think I'm going to do this. Get him down. Move him up there. And then pop you. And then now... I'm actually going to cut this to get another cloak right about here. So now I have a bunch of cloaks. I have one that can pop next turn, and I can also pop this guy. Cloaks are very efficient here, but we're going to go ahead and turn. So you see now I have a defender here. If I had a warrior, he would be able to unsiege, but that's why I went for the defenders. I'm going to end turn. See? We got it. Okay. So I'm always going to focus on Vengir here. He is the biggest threat right now. So we're just going to send that into him. And I'm also getting a bunch of stars by doing that, right? So we can put you here for now. We'll move you up. We'll heal you. Actually, no, we're gonna put you back. Reason why is because I don't want him to attack and I don't want this guy to attack. We're gonna send Cincy another peace treaty and this Illyrian. I think Illyrian will accept peace if I attack Cincy once. That's gonna happen next turn. Now I can capture this. What I'm gonna do is, for starter, I misplayed. No, I didn't. Okay. I still should have played that safer, so I just got lucky there. Heal you up. Now I can go for this, and then I can also go for farming here. And then we end turn. Okay, so this guy is, since he's currently moving on me, So what I need to do here is I need to consider how to play this. So I'm okay. He has a giant there. So I'm always gonna have to unsiege you, right? So put you back down here, pop you, put you here. We're always leveling this up first because we get free stars. And then now I'm gonna siege this. So what I need is, but I also need to defend this. So let's see here. He has a lot of units. And I don't have that many turns, and I need to capture both of these. So I think I'm gonna actually send 2 into 1 here right now, and then 1 here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna send my defender up there. So let's see. So I first need to pop this. And then I'm gonna see 1. Let's see, let's do you. Let's do you. And then siege with you. And then now I need to make sure that I can defend this, right? So we got you there. So pop, pop. And then I can go for another hit on you. And then we pop you as well. I'm gonna go for another cloak here. And, you know, he does have these swordsmen, so that's kind of, you know, annoying. This rider, what do you do? You know, what does this rider do? I need something strong, right? I need something to defend with these. I think I'm just gonna go for warriors here. I was thinking about going for smithery and then, you know, but it's too expensive. So we'll level up this as well while we can. We'll border growth this. And then next turn, I should be able to go for a good sawmill here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a market there, right? And then I could always throw an extra farm. I could do that. It's 13. I also need a defense here to defend against that. So he has 3 warriors. We're gonna go for defenders, just 1. And we can level up this as well. Border growth that. And yeah, I'll just heal you, I think. I mean, he's still going to be able to kill me if I don't do anything about that, so I'll move you up here, actually. I could attack, but yeah, let me just attack. And now what? I think we're pretty close to choices here. I think maybe I can also go for a... I'm gonna start getting this because I could go for another market here, 3 stars per turn. If I get that next turn. So next turn I can pop some markets. All right, let's see what happens. Offer peace to Illyria now. Great. So we can put you up there. So now we just try and defend against, you know, we got to push back from 2 sides here. So we need to push this guy and we need to push this guy away. And we need to deal with his swordsman ASAP, right? So what I'm going to do is put one guy, put you back here. I'll put you up there. We'll create a defense here now. So we'll move you there. You're in my territory, so you can't really place any units. Unless you go here, of course. And I want to defend this scout. So I have a defense there. So we're just going to go ahead, pop this guy now. And this could go back. This is 2. I think maybe I'd want to go for this guy. Warrior. And another warrior. And now we just, we try and keep him low. You there. You there. You there, and then you there. So his giant is probably going to go back. I might also force his swordsman to retreat a little bit here. You go here, you go there. And again, I really want to get this Vengir here. So we're just going to... get these guys. So I can't do the market there, but I can go for market here. Let's see. Is there anything else that I want this turn? Probably construction. No, because then I can't do market. Okay. So we can do a market there, right? So we can go for this, we can go for this, and then we can go for this. So we level up this, go for market here, capture this now. And yeah, so what do we do here? Okay, and turn. Okay, so his giant went back. Can kill him. You can move there. Kill that guy. We can move you there. We can make a rammer out of you straight away. I can go for my sawmill now, and then I can also go for another market. I'm not gonna cut this and then go for a what's the word? Just kill you. I shouldn't have done that actually. Okay. So I need to capture this in the next turn. So I think what I need to do here is focus on chivalry so I can also move into the Illyrian in time. Build the defense there, and then now 11, okay. So we can go for the market there as well. we're gonna go for this, and then we can go for Rider. We're gonna go for Rider here and here, and then end. So it's so annoying that this guy keeps spamming warriors, like it's, yeah. So we can also now move in for chivalry, and then now it's all about trying to, so we're gonna capture this next turn. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is send this here. We're just gonna send as many units as we can into this guy. So we're gonna probably end on this guy. Let's see if we can do that. So move you up there. Get this. Kill that. Kill that. Okay, you can't kill this now. And now let's see. Probably gonna move you up here. Damage you. I mean, you're useless now, but I'll put you back just to pop him. Another one on there. We can get you a little bit low. Heal you up. So the only way you can get there now is you can damage my knight. This is going to be 2 damage, so it's barely anything. So now we can also go for roads, and then we can, let's see. I'm just going to go for a second port here, just so I can get this leveled up. And then I'm also immediately going to give some extra stars into this. There we go. So we get some extra points here. And then, yeah, let's end turn. Okay. So, if only, right? So what I can do is send these guys over here now. Just not enough to kill him. Okay. So I'll probably send this knight down there. Can I do this? Yeah, I can. Okay. So we can send you there, here, like this. Like this, and then I should be able to capture you, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so then we level up you, and then this guy should be able to move down here. Does this guy kill me? 6? Oh, that's now, but... Oh, okay, cool. I can do it. Okay, so I just damage you. And then I send you here, and then I move you up for defense, and then now you're useless. You can technically siege me, but you can siege this, but I don't think it's going to be very worth. So now I have to prepare my final attack, which is going to be this guy right here. So this is useless now. So I can capture this. We can destroy this. We can destroy this. We can go for a... made a misplay. I should have gotten that before. But we can, either way, we can build this here. Go for park. We can go for a another market here. And then we can go for a beautiful sawmill here. And this should give me 8 stars now. And then we end turn. Okay, so what I can do now is, let's see, in terms of tech, do I want to go for all tech? This is the last turn, right? So all my units that are here are, here for good. I won't be able to capture this, unfortunately. I was hoping that he'd play another unit, because then I could probably go for a chain, I could probably go for 1, 2, 3, and then the final guy there. Unfortunate, very unfortunate, but it's so unlucky because he has a gate of power and he doesn't have park, okay. But, we can still get this, no problem. So what I'll do is I'll move from this side and then down. We damage him, and then we damage you, and then we go there. Why? The best case scenario is a warrior there. That would be the best. Since I'm not capturing everything, I am still gonna see if I can... I don't think I will be able to, to go for a to get the lighthouse. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna go for tech to maximize my points here, because yeah. Let me just get this. Park, and then end turn. Capture this, and then before we capture that, let's go for this, and then we got all tech. But yeah, unfortunately, we did not get this final one. I think if we got this, we would have been, in a very decent spot. So now towards the end, we simply disband all of our units for those extra points, because there is no reason for us to keep these around right now, and we want to throw all our economy into leveling up as many cities as possible here. So we're just going to go ahead and disband most of these units. And we're really close to 100 stars as well, which we probably would have gotten if we got that the last turn as well. Could have optimized for that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and try and get all of our cities to level 5, 6, 7, minimum 5. So we have this one now. Always prioritize the cheapest one as well. So we're just going to go population growth. We can go for this, and then we can throw a windmill here. And then we can destroy this. No reason to keep the markets around now. So how can we level up this? Quite easily if we go for a lumberjack and then a monument. So now this village is pretty capped. Let's look around the map. This is still level 3, so I think we can get this by going for a windmill here, and then we do a final Tower of Wisdom, and then just population. And then looking at this, we still have a bunch of stars to throw into this, so we can go for a 3, and we can go for a good sawmill here, and then we can go for, we still have a lot of room to upgrade this, so we can go for this. We can go for a forge, and then we can do another lumber hut here. And then now I think this is also pretty capped because it's also very expensive to level up now. So we're just gonna get that final tree. This one is also pretty capped, so we're not gonna try and put points into this. I think this is our final option. Maybe this. It's definitely not this. Is it? So I'm always doing that. This is a lumber hut. This is a field fruit. Okay, so that's this. How about this? How's this looking? So that's 2, 3. No, we're not going to pop that fruit. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, it's possible. So we can do this. So let me just double check if my math is mathing here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Yeah. So what I can do here is this. We can go for a windmill, and then we can destroy a couple of these fellas to go for that extra, those extra points. And we'll just go for this one. There were also a couple more untaken ones, but I want to see if I can save those. So now I should still have 1 monument left, and I need to consider where to put it. Is there anywhere I can get a cheap level up? So I have, this one is pretty capped, but I do have one. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. And we can just throw the final one. I mean, I do still have the stagger here. Don't think I'm gonna get this now, right? To be honest, this could probably be an interesting one, but could have done that differently. Maybe leveled up this instead of this. Okay, I think that's it. 21k. An improvement, definitely. So we're from rank 400 down to rank 186. So we didn't get the top 100. We got top 200 now. Definitely room for improvement again, but I think, you know, once you just go through this, you try to pivot, make your best play. But yeah, I definitely think we can do much better. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.